Guys, we are back with our Week 17 Sunday and Monday slate of games. I'm not gonna lie, these first few days of games have been some bangers, man.
Yeah, for real,
The
bro.
Texans game was great. The Lions and Vikings game was great. So
The
uh,
Broncos game was low key exciting too.
yeah, that was good. So I'm excited to see what we have in store tomorrow. I mean, there's some great games on here. I'm not gonna lie, and there
Yeah,
is
but there's
also
also some
the
really trash games as well.
like the Raiders and Giants, which we'll get
The
into. Which I
Tank
don't even know if
Bowl,
I'm
the
gonna pick
Tank
that.
Bowl, baby.
Yeah, that's horrible.
We should
All
just pick
right,
a tie, low key. We'll get
pick a
there though.
tie. Pick a tie. All right. Who should we start with here? All right, let's start with the Buccaneers versus the Dolphins. Now the Dolphins are obviously eliminated, and the Buccaneers are on life support. So I don't think this really has much of an impact, if I'm being honest. I mean, the Panthers should win the South at this point in time. If they don't, that's probably one of the biggest sells I've seen in a while. Um, and you're looking at Miami; they've been eliminated for what is it, like 2 or 3 weeks now. I mean, they're just playing for draft position, realistically. So this game's going to be
Yeah.
really boring to me. I don't really care about this game. So I'm just going to say the Bucks win because they're a better team, but I can see Miami winning. So
What's
give
up,
me
Chad?
Tampa Bay, uh, 27-20. It's in Miami, so they'll be able to score a touchdown. It won't be in cold weather this week, so there's that. All right, what do you got?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Miami. I really liked the Tua benching. If I
Hmm.
target this offseason. So there's that. But like you said, the Bucks, they're not in a good position right now. But um, the season for them is really is their destiny is up to them right now. They need to just win 2 games because if the Panthers win tomorrow, if the Panthers win tomorrow, do they?
No, they don't.
No. Yeah. So it's going to come down to week 18. Um, so yeah, the Bucks control their own destiny. And like you said, they're just a better team. So I think the Bucks, no brainer, take this one in a close one though, because the Bucks like to just keep playing close here with these bad teams. So give me the Bucks winning 21-17.
Yeah, I think you look at Baker Mayfield too, and he's just got to have a better game, man. He's had one of the most disappointing seasons for a
Yeah.
quarterback in a while. He's just
Well, I mean, the first half was great, but the second half after that bye week was just pretty horrific.
yeah, man. I'd argue Tyler Shogue is playing the
Such a
best in that
that's
division for quarterback, which is kind of
that's not ridiculous.
it's kind of wild to say, especially what 2 months ago if you were telling me about that, but it's true. It's completely true. So I just think the Buccaneers are eliminated, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that, I guess. We'll get to that. All right. I'm gonna get this game out of the way. The Patriots versus the Jets. This one is very simple. The Jets are a terrible team. New England is a very good team. The talent's night and day. The coaching's night and day. Uh, the record is night and day. The Patriots have like 5 times the amount of wins the Jets do. So give me New England 24-10. It's always close games in the AFC East, but I mean the Jets are horrible. I haven't picked them since shoot. I can't remember the last time I picked the Jets to win a football game. They're
You
that
picked them to beat
pathetic.
the you picked them to beat the Saints a couple weeks back.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I think that was like my only time since like the first month of picking the Jets. So
Yeah, probably.
they're a really bad team. I expect them to continue to be one of the worst teams going forward in the next year and the year beyond. I mean, it's the Jets, dude. Uh, I don't think they'll ever have a good season in my lifetime. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. But they're getting beat by the Patriots. I don't care what anybody says. 24-10.
Good. Interesting note though to just to know, New England's down a lot of starters tomorrow, on both sides of the ball. Chat's talking about it right now about how the defense and the wide receivers need to step up for the Patriots these next couple of weeks, especially leading into the playoffs. Um, and I completely agree with that. With all these starters being out, I think we'll be able to see what the Patriots are made of. If they're gonna be for some reason a close game with this Jets team, that's a little concerning for me. But potential trap game, who knows? We'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think this is a game to potentially just keep our eyes on, um, because the Jets have a tendency to do weird stuff. But I don't think it's going to happen. So I think Drake May continues to ball out. So I think the Patriots win this game 27-10. It's unfortunate for the Patriots because right now I'd say they're the most deserving for that AFC 1 spot. It's just unfortunate that the Broncos are just getting away with everything.
Yeah. If you're the Patriots too, you do not want to play the Bills in the first round. I mean, that's what it's kind of looking like, honestly. The Patriots have a very realistic chance of dropping to a 3, and Buffalo is more than likely going to be a 6 at this point, maybe a 5. I mean, really too, the Bills could still win this division, so they have to win this game. It's a
Yeah.
lot more important than what people realize, and I would be shocked if they lose this game, honestly. But I can't pick the Jets. All right, now I want to get this game out of the way because this is the one of the most interesting games for the 12 o'clock slate. The Cleveland Browns play the Steelers. It's at home. There's no DK Metcalf. The Steelers are still fighting for the AFC North. There's a lot on the line for this Steelers team. Quite literally nothing on the line for the Browns. Honestly, that's where some of the games are. Some of the best games come at too, is teams wanting to spoil each other. If I'm being honest, Cleveland
Hmm.
has a very realistic chance of doing that against the Steelers. I think there's no DK Metcalf; he's injured, so the Steelers' offense is going to be really bad. Not that it's mediocre, all right, to begin with, because it usually is. And I don't expect Jalen Warren to get what was it over nearly 200 yards of offense against the Lions. That's not going to happen again against this Cleveland
Yikes.
defense. So I'm tempted to pick the Browns, and I just have this gut feeling, man. This could be really bad, but I'm rolling with Cleveland to win this game. I'm going to say that they win 17-14. I think my main reason for that is because the Steelers' offense is just pathetic. Aaron Rodgers is old, and he's not going to be able to do anything against Myles Garrett. He's not going to be able to get away from Myles Garrett and Carson Schlesinger. I mean, this has all the makings to be a trap game. I think it will be, and the Steelers will play the Ravens for the division next week, in my opinion. So let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah. I completely agree. This is a trap game for sure. Shador Sanders is extremely inconsistent. And we'll see what version we get from him tomorrow. He's played pretty well in some games, and he's also played really horrific. But like you said, DK Metcalf being an idiot could possibly cost the Steelers their season. Um, and Miles Garrett is going to be extremely aggressive. One, because it's about, or they're playing the Steelers, and he hates the Steelers. And he's also chasing after that sack record. He's one away from the record, which would be super hyped to see. And I think he will get it tomorrow, just because Aaron Rodgers can't move for anything. So um, this is going to be a really defensively battle game here. So I'm going to take. I just think the Steelers are going to they need this win, man. Mike Tomlin's going to show up and he's going to outcoach Kevin Stefanski. It was probably not going to be hard to do that,
That's not
but
hard at all to
I
coach that guy.
I know, I know. But I think it's gonna happen. Pittsburgh has a drive. They know they just saw what happened tonight. Straight belt for the Ravens. The Ravens looking a little dangerous against a um, extremely just injured Packers team, but still. Um, but yeah, Derrick Henry, I trashed him on the stream last night, and then he scores 4 touchdowns. So there you go, Derrick Henry. Um, but I think the Steelers need this win. They know they need it. This is their best opportunity to get it. So I think the Steelers win this one 16-13 on the road and win the division.
Really? Okay. I mean, the Steelers. The thing is,
I
Steelers
could
though
easily
is
see the
that
Browns winning this game, though. I can easily see them
okay.
winning that game. But I think
A
I
thing I
think
forgot to mention though is that the Steelers are currently at 9-8, and they usually don't go over or under 9-8. They're constantly 9-8. So
no,
I
they're
don't
nine
know
and
if
seven.
oh, yeah, that's right. They're 9-7. So
They can't go under. They can't go under. So they got their 9 wins.
they got their 9 wins. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It'll be interesting. That's all I gotta say. I would not be shocked if the Browns win this game. I just wouldn't be. All right, moving on. We got the probably the second best game of the noon slate. We got the Indianapolis Colts with old man Joe Biden as quarterback facing the Jags, and I think this game is pretty self-explanatory. The Colts defense has been a massive disappointment lately. Their defense is just absolutely pathetic. I don't know what happened to them. Everybody's given up on that end of the ball, and on offense, you can only do so much with just a aging quarterback. I mean, holy cow, my dad could be the quarterback of them. He's the same age as Philip Rivers practically. So he's laughing. He's laughing about that too. He's laughing. He's laughing that I said that. Yeah. Anyways, Jags are giving straight belt to the Chiefs. I don't care what anybody says. Trevor Lawrence should probably be in the MVP discussion. He's earned my respect. He deserves a second contract, and he did get a second contract, but he deserves to be the future in Jacksonville. Plain and simple. Give me the Jags to beat the crap out of the Colts, 40-27. I just think that the game against the 49ers is pretty telling of how the rest of the season is going to go for Indianapolis. So sorry, Colts, but you're done.
Yeah. Completely agree. Jacksonville has earned my respect this season, and I think they're going to be a very dangerous team coming into these playoffs. They're one of the two teams right now that I think you don't want to see in the playoffs, especially if the Jags are able to win the division. You are not going to want to go play in Jacksonville. No matter who you are, it doesn't matter who you've beaten. You don't want to go play there. Look over at the Colts. Their season is over actually with the Texans win.
Oh
They
yeah, that's
eliminated
right.
the
That's
Colts,
right.
so they're done already. So Old Man Rivers got a lot of respect for the guy. I mean, yeah, he's on status playing some ball. He didn't actually have he's played pretty solid actually, besides that pick six there at the end against the Niners. But he's the only one really trying out there, man. This Colts team was Super Bowl contenders 7 weeks ago. The trade for Sauce Gardner continues to look worse and worse every single game. Um, my word. But yeah, I completely agree. I don't think it's going to be belt though. I think it'll be close. Old Man Rivers has kind of kept the Colts in it for most of the games, but the better teams just always prevail. And tomorrow it will happen again. But give me the Jags winning this one, 31-23.
Yeah. Quick thing I want to mention before we move on to the next one is shout out Alec Pierce. I think he's having a really underrated season. He had a couple touchdowns against the Niners. We didn't get to mention that. So shout out Alec Pierce. I also want to mention that I think we're starting to see a pattern with early season teams falling apart. We saw it with the Saints last year, and now we're
Yeah.
seeing it with the Colts. So who knows who's going to be that team next year, man? But
Yeah.
I was shamefully wrong in saying the Colts weren't last year's Saints, and they pretty much are, which is absolutely pathetic.
Who we got for
Now,
Seattle game? Chat, that's coming up later.
yeah, we're doing that in 2 picks. Now, moving on, we got the battle of the left and right butt cheek. We got the New Orleans Saints versus the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, hold on. We can't be dissing the Saints like this, bro. They won like 4 in a row.
I am dissing the Saints, bro.
They won 4 in a row. I get you hate the Saints, but they won 4 games in a row. Tyler Shuck, bro, what a guy.
I mean, fair enough, but like they only have what, 5 wins?
No,
They're
they've got
still
6 now, bro. They're like 6 and 9.
They don't have the same
Or,
record.
or maybe they're 5 and 10.
Falcons are 6 and 9. They don't have the same record as
maybe they're 5 and 10 or whatever.
Anyways, I'm just still gonna diss on the Saints since they're last in the division. I mean, even though they have the best division record, but that's here nor there. They play the Titans. Dare I say, I might actually pick the Saints this game. As much as I don't want to, as much as I think that this team just can't win a football game, even though they continuously do. I'm gonna have to say that they beat the Titans this week. I think that the Titans, even though they beat the Chiefs, even though they beat the Browns a couple weeks ago, they're still a lot wrong with Tennessee. For starters, their wide receivers can't get open to save their life. I think I could run a better route than half those players on their roster practically. Outside of Cameron Dickey, he's pretty good, but there's just no talent in Tennessee. And like you said, New Orleans has been surprising me as of lately. They've been balling. Tyler Shough has been the best quarterback in the NFC South, like I previously stated this year. I mean, Kelvin Banks has turned to be one of the best first-round draft picks. So give me New Orleans to win. I don't know. I can't believe I'm saying this, that they're winning a football game this year. But I'll say that they win 24-20. Tennessee scores a touchdown this week, actually. So their offense is actually above poverty from now.
Yeah, you dissed on some you dissed pretty hard on both teams there. I gotta say New Orleans. Hold on.
Okay.
New Orleans' future looks bright right now, man. I'm really liking this coach. I don't even know who it is, but that's like that Eagles offensive coordinator or whatever. He's done a pretty good job of getting this team to come together, and the Saints team is balling right now. You look over at Tennessee, they had a really good win against the Chiefs. It was a much needed win for them. Pretty good morale booster going into the off season. Cam Ward is the future in Tennessee, but he's only going to be the future in Tennessee if the Titans want him to be, because right now they don't look like they're giving him any help. But thankfully they were able to beat a really injured Chiefs team. But the Saints are doing everything right now. They're putting the league on notice for next year, man. So give me the Saints winning this one 24-16.
Okay. Part of the reason why I'm not completely sold on the Saints is that they just can't win outside division games, man. They're 3 out of their I get those are important, but 2 out of their 5 wins are against the Panthers, which we'll talk about. But I just don't. They just got to win games outside their division. I just got to see it, especially against the Titans. I mean, it's cool that you can win the NFC South, but pretty much any team can beat up on each other in the NFC South. It always comes down to the last week of the season every single year. And I don't think it's not that much of an accomplishment to say that you're have the best division record in the NFC South. So I'm not saying that the Saints are going to be terrible next year or anything. I think they got a bright future too, but I just got to see a win outside the NFC South moving forward. Whether preferably this week because they play the Falcons next week. So make it happen, New Orleans. All right. This is my favorite game of the noon slate. This is the game I'm going to be watching. The game that everybody's probably most intrigued by. The Seattle Seahawks head to Carolina to take on the Panthers. And I don't know where to start with this game, man. It's
This
been an
game
up
is
and
really weird,
it's been an up and down season with Carolina. I've
especially
been
with
really
you and your Carolina Panthers thoughts, bro. We might have just have to get a compilation of every single week your thoughts on the Panthers because one week you're gonna say, "Wow, they proved me wrong." Next week you're like, "I was completely right," and they were a hot dumpster fire. We might have to make that.
yeah. The only thing that I've predicted correct about the Panthers is them losing to the Saints, which I mean I don't think anybody saw that one coming, but
No,
that's my that's my only thing I could get right about the Panthers this year. Anyways, they go up against the hottest offense in the NFL. Let's keep it a buck. Sam Darnold. I still know what to think of Sam Darnold. We might have to have like a 20-minute conversation on him. Uh, we will eventually. I don't know. He's interesting, man. But obviously, they got the man Jackson Smith, who's might win Offensive Player of the Year. Might be Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I think he's the Offensive Player
I
of the
think it
Year.
should be
So
JSN.
so they got their hands full in Carolina with JSN. They also got Rashid Shaheen, who's quietly having one of the most underrated seasons in the league. He single-handedly won them a game against LA last week with his kick return, which changed all the momentum. They got AJ Barner too, Seattle, who's quietly also very underrated tight end. So they got a lot of weapons. And Carolina has doesn't have that much talent on defense at the moment. I mean, I get that you have Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon's good. I get that you have Prince Amenihoon, who's okay. But I mean, Michael Jackson in the secondary. Are we serious? Lining up against JSN, probably. I don't expect JC Horn to trail him the whole game. So because of that, because the Panthers are very young and inexperienced on defense, because of the fact that I don't know what game I'm getting for Bryce Young at all, I'm just gonna stay clear of the Panthers and pick Seattle to win this game. I'm gonna say Seattle wins 31-28. I expect it to be similar to the Rams game, except for Seattle's just going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum compared to the Rams that week. So Seattle's going to take care of business. They'll probably get the 1 seed, in my opinion. So Seattle wins 31-28. What do you guys say?
Yeah. Like you said, I don't know what I'm gonna get from Bryce Young, man. I've been a big Bryce Young um enthusiast since he got drafted. I'm a big fan of his. But he's just been really inconsistent. Especially this year. You never know what you're gonna get. Um, and um, I don't think it's gonna matter how he plays tomorrow. Um, if he plays good, if he plays terrible, Seattle's still gonna win this game. Seattle's a better team overall. Their offense is insane. But I do think that the 1 seed could come up for grabs next Sunday. Uh, San Francisco. Um, I think Sam Darnold, yeah, and running game right now, which they're figuring out. But the turnovers have got to stop. But I don't think it's going to be an issue for them, even if they have turnovers. I think they're going to win this game pretty handily, actually. I think they're going to win this one 34-24 on the road, continuing their 1 seed streak. And if they get the 1 seed, man, I don't know who beats them on the road.
Yeah. One thing that I forgot to mention is that Seattle secondary is really banged up. They
I
Nikki
don't think that'll
Manwari,
matter still, though.
yeah, I know, but like we saw what LA did with their banged up secondary. I could
Yeah.
easily see Carolina doing that. Nikki Manwari, I think he has a concussion. I don't know. He's out. Julian Love, I don't know what his status is. Kobe Bryant, I think. I think one. It's either him or Tariq Woolen. I think it's either maybe both of them. Honestly, are both out. So I could easily see Ted McMillan frying this
Yeah, man.
Seattle.
Shout out Tet McMillan, bro. That dude's got to win O'Roy this year, man.
Yeah, I mean Ted McMillan is a dog. Nobody else
Yeah.
seems to do anything on the wide receivers. Big X is
No.
big butt. Let's be honest.
Big
Jalen,
Xavier. Yikes.
I mean, ever since that punch in that Browns player in preseason, bro, he's completely
Yeah.
fallen off a cliff. I don't know what's going on with him. Jalen Coker is Jalen Coker. He's a UDFA. I like Jalen Coker a lot, but it might be Ted McMillan for 150 tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see on that. All right, moving on. We got the most entertaining game that's not going to be mattered whatsoever. The Cardinals versus the Bengals. Two defenses
Yeah,
who
man. Wow.
two defenses who do not care about their team at all. The Cardinals
Non
defense
existent.
has been checked out except for Josh Sweat. I think he might be out. Honestly, I don't know. The Bengals defense is notorious for being one of the most disgusting parts um, on their team. Period. Now, I really think that this game could go either way. I could see Jacoby Brissett having a legacy game similar to Kirk Cousins against the Buccaneers. I could see him going for like 350, but I could also see Joe Burrow throwing for like 5 touchdowns. So I'm honestly just going to pick the better quarterback in this one. The team who's probably a little bit better overall. I mean, there's not much really to be said about this one, other than I'm just going to pick the Bengals to win just because they got more talent on offense than the Cardinals do,
Mhm.
especially with Kyler Murray being out playing Call of Duty and
Shout out Kyler Murray playing COD. The weekly
Marvin
shout
Harrison
out
with his stub
with
toe.
his dad and his dad.
Yeah, I I don't know. I don't know if he'll request a trade this offseason, Marvin Harrison, but he probably should.
First
This
year
team,
after a rookie year, bro. That's insanity.
I think he should. He has every
I
right
mean,
to.
it's not crazy, but yeah, he
I
probably
could
should.
I
I
could
would.
realistically see Marv putting up 12, 1,300 yards on a team that uses him properly. He just
Yeah.
has that prospect value in him. So
Hmm.
the Bengals are going to beat up on the Cardinals. It's not going to really matter though. All that matters is that it's just going to be an entertaining game for the sake of it. The Bengals are going to win 38-33. So
Okay. Yeah. Joe Burrow. He said he wants to end the season off right. Look forward to next year. Gotta think he's thinking about potentially leaving this offseason, which we can get into that later this week. We can have a quarterback thought stream. Um, but just the thought of Zach Taylor's got to enjoy these next 2 weeks before he gets canned. Um, but yeah, looking over freaking Cardinals, they suck. It's really unfortunate considering the start that they had to this year was pretty good. Um, Everything's just been downhill. Like we said earlier, shout out Kyler Murray playing COD. But yeah, also like you said, the Bengals offense is just going to outperform everything. Joe Burrow is going to throw a couple touchdowns. So give me the Bengals win this one 30-23.
yep. All right. We got the game everybody's been waiting for.
Wow.
America's game of the week. What a treat that we are able to see this one. The Giants face the Raiders.
The Tank Bowl, baby. Let's go.
Dog crap versus horse crap. I'm super excited to see this one.
Coughing baby versus coughing baby.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but sure.
You'll see. You've seen the memes. I guarantee you have.
Have I?
I'll
Okay.
show it to you later. I'll show it
All
to you
right, all right.
sometime.
Anyways, I'm not even gonna give an analysis on this game because this game does not deserve an analysis. This is the one game that I'm just gonna ask Google to pick heads or tails, and we're just gonna go from there. So hold on. Heads
He's
is
literally at.
Yeah, I'm actually doing it. Heads is the Giants, tails is the Raiders. Okay, here we go. All right, Giants win. Giants win 23-14. That's
Okay.
what Google said. So take it to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. All
Yeah.
right.
This is a historic game, because I think a lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean no one, will be watching this game. Um, I think Indiana fans might be watching this because they're going to see where Fernando Mendoza is going to go, but um, he's not going to go to the Giants, but he'll probably go to the Raiders no matter what. Um, Also, I
With
do
the
think
new
it's
head
really
coach,
interesting.
preferably.
Yeah, yeah. I also thought it was interesting how Max Crosby was put on IR today after leaving the team facility yesterday. Um, Obviously, he was pretty vocal and not trying to tank and trying to win as many games as they could. Max Crosby's got to get the frick out of there, man. Free up some cap space so you can get some help for Fernando next season. Um, But yeah, this was, if I'm being honest, this was the hardest pick of the week for me. I actually wanted to make a pick. I thought about picking a tie, just because I didn't want to, you know, but I was like, yeah, they'll probably be a loser in this game. Both of them are terrible. But the X factor in this game is Geno Smith. And the fact that Geno Smith is playing in this game is the only reason why I picked the Giants to win this game. Um, he is he is straight garbage. Um, he is the worst quarterback in the NFL right now. Um, he should not have left Seattle, or he should have gone somewhere else, somewhere better. Um, Go be a backup or something, bro. He had his the he should have written back. Um, so give me the Giants winning this game 13-10, just because I don't think anything special is going to happen between either team. It's just the fact that Geno Smith is playing. So give me the Giants 13-10. And the Raiders clinched the number 1 overall pick to draft Fernando Mendoza.
What an honor if you're a Raiders fan. Getting the number 1 overall pick, getting rid of Geno Smith.
There you go. And Pete Carroll. It's like a triple whammy right there.
Let's get Jamal Adams off an NFL field
Yeah,
too.
let's do that, bro.
I mean, he is just holy cow. But I think the Raiders just need to trade every single piece they have imaginable. Trade Tyree Wilson. I get you're kind of your cornerstone guy right now. He needs to go. Trade Max Crosby. Frick.
Get Max
If
Crosby to a contender. Get him to a decent team or something. I could
yeah,
see
I
Max
don't.
Crosby going to like the Cowboys or something like that this offseason to help boost that defense.
Yeah, but they don't have a first round pick though, so that's interesting.
That's
So we'll
fair.
see. We'll see. Well, they spent that on a Kenny Clark, and that's also a pretty bad trade if you're Dallas, in my opinion. So, I mean, the Raiders. We have to have a discussion on the Raiders, what they're gonna do, because like
We'll
if
do
they
that
continue,
later, but let's not waste our time talking about the freaking Raiders right now.
yeah, if they continue down this path, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they'll win a game next year. If they keep
Yeah,
Pete
they low key
Carroll,
might be
if
the
they
worst.
keep if they keep
They
Pete Carroll, they could
they're
be
not
0 and
winning a game.
17. They're not winning a game.
They're not winning a game. They're not winning a game if they keep Pete Carroll next year.
So I'm gonna leave it on that. So that's that. Next up, we got a game that should be pretty good on paper. It's not going to have a ton of playoff implication, but it's going to be two playoff teams still. So it should be interesting to see. I guess we got the Eagles versus the Bills. Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts. Two of the most consistent NFC and AFC teams over the past 5 years, respectively, going at it. Now, I just think that regardless how bad the Eagles have been playing, you can't deny, man, that this is a good matchup for them, considering how bad Buffalo's defense is. And I wouldn't be saying this if I wasn't worried about Saquon Barkley frying the Bills' rushing game, rushing defense tomorrow. And I think that's what's going to happen, man. He's going to go for a crap ton of yards against this Bills game because I think he needs to kind of end the season on a high note. He's kind of had a struggle. So strictly because this is a really bad matchup for the Bills on paper, and strictly because the Eagles' offense is bound to get something done. It's just they just have to. I've been waiting for what the whole year to see their offense do something. So I'm just gonna say that they're gonna do it. I said against the Chargers game a week or two ago that didn't happen, but I'm kind of confident that they'll get it done this week against a really bad Bills defense. So I got the Eagles winning 27-23. I think Barkley, like I said earlier, is going to have one of the better games of his career, which may be a really hot take, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. So shout out, my brother's friend is going to be at that game. So shout out to him. Um, Big Bills fan. So there's also an expected blizzard to be going on during this game. So there's going to be a snow game. And what I know about both these teams in the snow is that they both love playing in the snow, especially Saquon Barkley. Now, I completely agree with you. Saquon Barkley will probably torch this Bills defense. But the other side has Josh Allen. And the Bills got a lot to play for, man. This division is still up for grabs. The Eagles, they're just going to sit at the 3 seed for the rest of the season and for the playoffs. So they don't really have to worry about anything. Um, so the Bills got more to play for. Josh Allen loves playing in the snow at home. And I think being at home is a really big implication for the Bills. This is one of their last home games at Highmark Stadium before they move next season. So I think these Bills fans are going to get rowdy like they usually do. And I think the Bills are going to win this game 28-20. Philadelphia, I can't trust them going into this postseason. Um, they they could potentially be a first round exit if I'm being honest. Depending on who they
Especially,
play.
yeah,
Who's the
especially if
sixth
they
seed right
play
now in
in
the NFC?
NFC. It's Niners. Or, no, it's the Rams. It's the
Oh,
Rams actually.
oh yeah.
If they play an NFC
I
West
don't.
team, it's
They're not
straight.
winning.
It's
And
just
right now,
barbecue. It's barbecue chicken
it's
for the
barbecue
NFC West
chicken
team.
for them, bro. And right now, it's looking like the Packers are gonna sit at the 7 seed, considering
Yeah, they're
that
guaranteed.
since the Bears won the division today.
Yeah, 100%. Another thing I want to mention is that this is the second to last game at Highmark Stadium. So, or second to last regular season game at Highmark Stadium before they build a new one next year. So
Hmm.
they gotta add something to this, man. Especially after losing 4 Super Bowls in a row at that stadium, they gotta make something
They gotta
memorable
get
about that.
something, bro.
Something's got to be good
Gotta
about
get
that
something,
stadium. It
bro.
can't be cursed forever. So
And hold on, I will say this though. So Mahomes is out. Joe Burrow
yeah,
is out of the playoffs. Lamar Jackson will most likely be out of the playoffs potentially, but they won't. Yeah, they might not have to play each other. But this is Josh Allen's best opportunity to win a Super Bowl this year, man.
mm,
And he's got to execute, and it starts here against the defending Super Bowl champions, man. And I think Josh Allen will be able to do that, but that's just me.
yeah. You still got C.J. Stroud though, who's been in the playoffs once or twice, and I
It's
mean,
true. I got a
He's
whole spiel about CJ Stroud we can talk about this week, man.
I'm just more impressed by Houston every week. So that's neither nor here nor there. Next up, the Bears are facing the 49ers in a game where I was looking at this game like in April and I was thinking, why is this a week 17 game? Like this game is gonna suck. But this game looks to
We
be
know why.
this game
This
looks to
is going to be a
be
really good game.
one of the best games of the week on paper. The Bears obviously clinched the division, so they're kind of chilling, I guess. The
They
49ers,
still have a chance at the 1 seed though as well.
yeah.
So,
The 49ers obviously are battling for a 1 seed. If they win,
yeah.
the 1 seed's on the line next week at Santa Clara. I think it's at Santa
Yeah,
Clara.
yes it is in San Francisco.
So they're basically the more bottom line is the winner gets the rights to possibly get the 1 seed. The loser is going to get a pretty tough matchup in the first round against. I mean it, and against the
Against the
Packers
Panthers.
probably.
Oh yeah,
No,
you're right. Sorry.
the
Sorry. Yeah.
Bears.
I was looking to the Seahawks and the Rams game. The loser's going to have to go play the Panthers
Seahawks and Niners.
in
Yeah,
week 1, 4 or
I
5.
mean,
Yeah.
that would be like the ultimate 50-50 game to me though. The Niners versus the Panthers. Because I don't know what's going to be like in Carolina in the postseason. They haven't made the postseason like 8 years. Just
Especially if
think
it's a
about that.
night game too. If it's a night game too, that's crazy place to play.
Like the Panthers are tied for the second longest playoff drought in the NFL. So that's going to be that'll be insane if the Panthers get a home
if they're
game
able to
against
do
one of
that.
these NFC West teams. But back to the prediction here. I've been hating on Chicago this whole season, so I'm gonna apologize a little bit to all the Bears fans out here, and I'm
Including
gonna
your
try
dad.
including my dad. I'm gonna try and make amends and pick them this week. Hopefully they don't backstab me, but I can't really bet against them anymore. They're just really good. They beat the Packers twice, which was my biggest knock on the Bears
Oh, they did
going into
not.
the season.
They
Oh
beat
yeah,
them
they beat the
once.
Packers. Yeah, my bad.
They
My
just
bad.
beat them once. They just beat them one time.
But they beat. What I'm trying to say is they beat the Packers, which was one of my
Yeah.
biggest knocks that they couldn't do before. And they're beating them consistently now. They've split these past 2 seasons against the Packers, so that was one of their biggest obstacles in the season, I think. So I think they'll be able to overcome the 49ers. The only thing I'm worried about is just the putrid pass rush. Their pass rush is just absolutely pathetic. That needs to get addressed in the draft. Hopefully that doesn't lose them the game, and Brock Purdy has all time to throw because of that. But I don't think it will. I think that Caleb Williams is going to outduel Brock Purdy, even with this bad Bears pass rush show. So I got the Bears winning 17-13. I think this is going to be a defensive battle because both of these defenses are very, very underrated.
Okay.
So
I'm the exact opposite of you. I've been high on the Bears all season long. And I'm betting against them this week.
Really?
Which is kind of wild. I saw what the Niners did last week to the Colts, and I don't care how bad the Colts are. You put up 48 points in the NFL. That's impressive to me. They're figuring it out. This Niners team has been under the radar all season long. And tomorrow night, I think they put themselves on the map. Kyle Shanahan is doing wonders over there with a completely injured roster. Brock Purdy continues to ball out. And you look over at Chicago. I really like I love what Ben Johnson's been able to do over there. Completely revamp the Bears. And I think the Bears have a really bright future. But right now they sit at the 2 seed, and I think right now in any playoff seed, the number 2 seed in the NFC is the last place you want to be, because you're gonna have to go play the Packers. Doesn't matter where you play, the Packers are always gonna make it close. We saw what happened last year. The Eagles had a really close game with the Packers in the first round when they were the 2 seed. So there's that. And so yeah, I got the Niners win this game. Just because they're gonna have more drive. It's at home. If this game was in Chicago, I would probably pick the Bears. But the Niners really play really well at home. And let's be real, the Bears only won the game last week because of Romeo Dobbs and his hands. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. But give me the Niners winning this game in a close one, 24-20. Um, I'm hoping this could be a potential playoff matchup because I feel like this would be really fun to see.
NFC Championship maybe, but definitely not first or second round. We'll see. We will see on that. All right. We're at the last game of this week 17 slate for 4 out of 5 days of football. We got
It's
my
amazing.
Falcons. Yeah, it's definitely a great time of year, man. Let me tell you. We got my Falcons at home against the Rams. Now, this is really weird because the Falcons are wearing their throwback uniforms, and They are, and they're
Oh,
5-0 again when they've worn their throwback uniforms each of these past 2 seasons. So they're undefeated in their throwback uniforms, and they're also undefeated when they don't play on Sunday. Meaning when they play on Monday or Thursday, they've won both of their 2 games. So there's a lot of weird
so
superstitions here.
basically they're 7-0 right now.
Yeah, basically, yeah, basically they're 7-0. So they obviously play the Rams, who are very respectable team around the league. But I don't know where my head's at on the Rams after last week's loss, man. Their defense might be a problem down the line. It just really might. And their offense is not capable of single-handedly winning games with outside Devontae Adams. And you look on paper, man, and the Falcons, I don't want to say match up well, but they kind of have a good little thing going with the Rams on paper, man. They got a good pass rush, probably one of the best pass rushes in the league, and an overall great defense. And we saw what Seattle did with that great defense in the second half. It completely took over the game. So I think the defense has potential to completely take over this game too. And on the other hand, Kirk Cousins is playing to be a starter in the league still. So that's that. And Kyle Pitts
Shout
is
out
playing
Kirk
for him.
Cousins, bro.
Kirk Chains, baby. Let's go.
We got to get
And
Kirk Cousins off the pod, bro.
I love Kirk Cousins, man. I mean, last year I absolutely hated him towards the second half of the season, but he's a bridge, man. He's a bridge. And I respect it. Where was I at? Oh, Kyle Pitts, yeah. Kyle Pitts too.
Kyle Pitts'
Might
legacy game against Tampa Bay, bro.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts might be in his last game in the Falcons throwback uniform. He just might be. So he's playing for a massive contract. He is probably going to get paid more each week with each performance he has with Kirk Cousins. So I think this could easily be a trap game. I think it probably has potential to be a trap game. And with the way the Falcons have been playing these last 2 weeks, and a little bit of bias uh, towards myself, obviously, I'm going to say that the Falcons actually beat the Rams and one of the biggest upsets of the year. I'm going to say that they win 30-24. I think Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins are going to be playing to get paid. So I think they're just playing their hearts out, honestly, at this point. So, and they're really hot. So that's 2 really good combos. That's 2 really good combos right there.
Yeah. So you said this has potential to be a trap game. This is a trap game. We'll find out how the Rams are built. We'll see if they are who we think they are, and that is a Super Bowl contender. So last week's loss can do two things. One, it can make you want to work harder, and it can give you more drive and energy going into the postseason, knowing that you just lost yourself the 1 seed, and now you're gonna have to go play on the road most of the playoffs. Or it can absolutely kill your entire mental state. So we'll be able to tell if the Ravens, or not the Rams, have a complete meltdown, or if they come back and win against, like you said, a very good pass rush and a very good Kirk Cousins right now. Um, and looking over at the Falcons, Kirk Cousins, dog. We need to get Kirk Cousins on the pod. You have no idea. We love to have him on. Um, Big fans of Big Kirko. Um, I'm really, really rooting for Atlanta to win this game. I love their throwback uniforms. They should probably make them their permanent uniforms
I think
because
they
they're
are. There's
so
talks of
tough.
that next season.
They're so tough. Um, and you said what? They're 5-0 wearing those
5-0
throwbacks.
last 2 years. 5-0 last 2
5 and
years.
0. Well, after tomorrow, they're going to be 5-1. Give me the Rams 27-21.
All right. That's
I'm
a
rooting
bold.
for
I
I'm
mean,
I'm rooting for the Falcons, man. I
that's a
really am, but
that's
I just got to go
that.
with my brain
Yeah,
here.
yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, this game too. Not a lot of people remember this, but this has a big impact on draft position because the
Oh yeah, it
Rams
does.
do
You're right.
have the Falcons' first round draft pick. So
Oh,
if the Rams beat the Falcons, it's a double whammy because they get a higher draft pick. LA does, but if the Falcons win, the
that pick
Rams
goes
are
up.
looking. The Rams are looking at what, a top 15 compared to like a top 10, and a top 10 pick in today's league is like a Pro Bowler, should be a Pro Bowler no matter what player you draft. So there's multiple aspects to this game, and I'm super excited for it. So you got anything else you like that?
I don't have anything, no sir.
Alrighty, well, that is a wrap to our
Yes, sir.
Week 17 slate. We'll get reactions in tomorrow. I don't know what time. It
Probably.
might be. It might be late again. Probably not this late because this was probably our latest time that we've started the live
Yeah.
stream. It's what, 11 o'clock. It's 11:01
11
right now.
o'clock. Yep.
So we'll hopefully not do the same mistake again by starting
Yep.
live stream super late.
I should be back home at this time tomorrow night, but there's a big storm coming, so
Yeah,
we'll see how that goes. But
trust us, we have plenty of content to film.
oh, you don't even know.
over this last week of break. So we're gonna be at it a lot, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
really excited for the playoff picture. I don't know if you are, but it's
We
gonna
can we
get.
can do some pretenders and contenders here, man.
That's what
All
we're
the
gonna do.
Just think if the Steelers win tomorrow, all the playoff teams will be set. They just won't have seeds yet, but they'll all
Except
be
for the
set.
Panthers and Bucks, probably.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
fair. That's fair.
that's
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 fair.
always that's always a
That's always what it's gonna be like.
every single year. I expect the NFC South to come down to the last game of the season.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you boys for watching. We will see you for our reactions tomorrow.
Peace out.
Peace out.